travel with me from Dar es Salaam in Tanzania to Nairobi in Kenya. We left Dar es Salaam at exactly 4:30 p.m., hoping to arrive in Nairobi by 8 the next morning. Dar es Salaam is a clean and well-organized city with a few modern tall buildings. It is growing very fast. We stopped here briefly to pick up more passengers, then continued with the journey. These are the city's matatus. They are old but still in use. We passed through the famous town of Bagamoyo and then entered the beautiful farmlands. Tanzania grows most of its own food and the country is generally very fertile. A few hours later, it started getting dark. Passengers on the bus looked bored because there was no entertainment. At that time, the driver was driving at a good speed. Little did we know what was ahead of us. We passed through several villages that I honestly do not remember their names. Along the way, we saw an accident. Hopefully, everyone was safe. Even at 80 kilometers per hour, this Scania was showing dust to the Tanzanian Chinese buses. At 10 p.m. we stopped here for dinner and a washroom break. I had mishkaki, bananas and chicken, then washed it down with a cup of tea. Chai ni lazima. 15 minutes later, we were back on the road. From here, a different driver took over and he did not come to play. He was driving at the maximum speed, making us fear for our lives. The bus was shaking and for a moment I thought this was the end. I even wondered if we would end up in the Tanzanian Kiswahili news. What shocked most of us was that he kept the full lights on, forcing other drivers to complain by flashing their headlights. We safely reached Moshi, then Arusha, where we stopped briefly before continuing. Our next stop was Namanga at the Kenya-Tanzania border. 10 minutes later, I was on the Kenyan side after my passport was stamped. Sunrise found us at Kajiado, then Kitengela. We used the expressway to avoid traffic on Mombasa Road. At exactly 7:55 a.m. we arrived safely at River Road in Nairobi. Happy to be back home. See you in the next video.